Assalamu alaikum. Today we are here with another board game review and I'm going to tell you that why you should play Pirates Cove. Now, Pirates Cove, there is a caveat with this review that Pirates Cove is out of print as of now. You might find it on the secondary market, but this was one of the Days of Wonder games. And Days of Wonder, as you know, is very famous for Ticket to Ride and their high level of production. But this game didn't do well on the market, but I do think that it's just bad perception about this game because this is a fantastic game, and today I'm going to tell you that why it is so and why you should be playing it. Now, the game is all about, again, a pirate life, collecting treasure, getting fame, and upgrading your ships. So the game theme is, of course, not so friendly, and maybe that was one of the reasons that it didn't do very well in the market, because what was expected from Days of Wonder was that they will be making more friendly ticket to ride like games, but this was very confrontational game. And if you like those kind of confrontational games where you are going against each other, outthinking each other, then this is going to be just in your wheelhouse. Now, let's get into the game a little bit and then we will see how it works. Now, each player is going to get, I have set it up here for 2 players, and each player is going to get one of their player boards which is going to show their ship stats. Now, the game components are of course beautiful, and you get these wooden rings to place on your different stats of the ship to show that what's the current upgrade level of your ship. There are 4 stats that you're going to do: your sails, which shows the speed of the ship, or your initiative order, that who goes first in a combat, then your crew and cannons. So the more crew and the more cannons you have, the more number of dice you get to roll during combat. And the last thing is the ship hull, which is going to decide or give you the opportunity that how much treasure you can carry on your ship before you have to throw it away. Now, in the center of the board is going to be the treasure island, where different treasure chests are going to be available, or you will be actually dumping your own treasure chest here as well. So the more treasure chests you bury, the more fame you get that you have collected how many treasure chests, and in the end it's all about fame rather than anything else. In the game, what you will be doing is that this is action selection game, but you will be doing it in a hidden format using this ship wheel, and there is a dial on this one where, and you can select one of the symbols on this during your turn. Before you actually select a section, how you will be deciding that which island you want to go for. All of these symbols represent one of these islands. The same symbols are available on the islands itself as well. So how you will be deciding is that at the start of the turn, these treasure cards are going to be flipped, which is going to give an indication that what is the right now treasure available on each of these islands. So let's look at one of these cards. So for example, on the top, it's going to be the fame. So these are direct instantaneous fame points or victory points which you are going to get if you are able to get this treasure. Then you will be getting doubloons. Doubloons are of course the coins which are used to actually upgrade your ship, and you can buy fame from using by paying people money as well. Then the treasure, how much treasure chest you're going to pick up. And then the last thing is the tavern cards. Tavern cards are going to give you different kind of abilities, which we will see later on. So these 4 stats are going to tell on each of these islands, and these are going to be different on each and every card. And then based on that, you will be deciding, ooh, this card has a lot of gold. I really need gold right now. I want to go on this island. But that one is giving me instantaneous fame. Should I get fame right now, or should I concentrate on upgrading my ship? So that, and what will my opponent be doing? And that's where the thinking process starts of outsmarting your enemies. That you will be, because as soon as if 2 or more people have come on the same place, you have to do a battle. and battle is never good because you will be destroying your ship in the process. So all that work you did is going to go away. But the battles are going to be inevitable in this game. Anyways, so based on this, you will be deciding that which island you want to go for. The second reason that why you want to go to a specific island is going to be to get some specific upgrades. Each of these islands, these symbols, are your ship upgrades which are available on your ship board as well. And accordingly, you will be deciding, do I want to upgrade my hull? Do I want to hire new crew? Do I want to buy some cannons? And based on that, you will be selecting on your compass. Each player simultaneously will be selecting that where do they want to go. So for example, if I decide I want to go and upgrade my ship speed, and I will be going to the sails island. Once I select this, I'll put it down. Every player will be doing the same thing and flipping it down, and simultaneously both the players are going to reveal that which island they are going to go for. So for example, this player decided to go to the cannons to get some cannons upgrade, whereas the yellow player decided to go to the sails. And there are going to be, if you have there are going to be one or more these black ships which are the legendary pirates. These pirate ships going to roam around the island as well in a clockwise fashion as well. So each turn they are going to move one space. So you of course know, if you will select this island this turn, you are going to face a legendary pirate. But if you want to do that, you have the capability to defeat it. Why not go there and have a fight with them? So these add, even if the players have not selected the same island, there is a possibility that you will be facing one of these legendary pirates to fight with. Now, these legendary pirate cards are there in the game, and the game comes with multiple of these cards, because if you defeat one of them, a new pirate will come. And all of them are going to have different stats and different abilities as well. These will be visible to all the players, so they know what kind of pirate ship they are going to go against. Initially, you don't even stand a chance to fight these pirates, so you will be trying to avoid them till you have enough upgrades. So let's assume the player did not go on an island where the pirate was. Now as soon as you go on the that island, you will immediately get that treasure. This player is going to get this treasure. Accordingly, he is going to get 2 fame. He's going to get 8 doubloons, so he will get some money. And he's going to pick up 6 treasure. So this treasure is going to go on his hull. Similarly, for the other player, he's going to get whatever is written on the card. So he's going to also get 2 fame, which is what he selected, but he gets only 5 doubloons and 2 treasure. Now of course, this card which this player went for was better in the current sense, and that's what the players will be trying for, because you know that card is slightly better than where I am going. But do I really have the ship capacity to fight that other player? Because he will be surely going there. The other decisions of course are now going to be for upgrades. How the upgrades are going to work, that whichever island you are on, you can get that kind of upgrade by paying the cost as mentioned on your board. So for example, if I'm on the sales section, to go from here to here, it says that I need to pay 2 doubloons to get an upgrade. So to get this upgrade, I will have to pay 2 doubloons back to the bank, and then my sales will get upgraded. I can do it multiple times if I want. Same thing is going to be for the other player. He is going to pay whatever is the cost written, and the cost is same for all the players. They are going to pay that cost and increase their dat stat. Now the cannons and the crew is important, that if you keep on upgrading only one of them, if you have a ship with a lot of cannons, you're still not going to be the best fighter because you don't have enough crew. So you have to take care that when you are upgrading your cannons, you upgrade your crew as well, because you can only shoot as many cannons as the crew you have. That's the end of the round. Then these ships are going to return to the high seas. The pirates are going to move around, to the next space available, and then the next round, whichever treasure was not collected is going to be thrown away. Nobody collected this, and a new round begins with new treasure shown. And these treasure cards are actually your round counter as well, because once you run out of these treasure cards, the game is going to end immediately, and then at that time you're going to decide who wins. Now let's get into the combat and how you're going to get the fame. You are now upgrading these stats, you are upgrading your ship, you're getting some treasure, you're getting some money. What happens if two ships reach at the same location? As soon as the two ships are face to face on any location, a combat is going to occur. And now the combat advantage is going to go to the player who has higher speed, which is the sail. So I upgraded my sail, so I already have an advantage that I'm going to be faster. So I get to play first. The first thing I'm going to play is any of the tavern cards that I have. Now let's come to what these tavern cards were. These tavern cards, which are available on some of these treasure cards, as well as there is one island dedicated where you can go and instead of buying an upgrade for your ship, you can buy a tavern card. What these tavern cards are going to have is different kind of abilities. So some abilities are going to give you some improvement for a particular battle, and these get discarded after use. Some of these are going to improve your during the battle, the volley cards. Some are going to give you instantaneous treasure. Some can give you improved navigation. Some can even let you call the royal army to a pirate location of other player. So you can call an enemy to go to a location where your other enemy player is, so that they will be attacked. So these are very useful cards, and you can play them at those particular instances when you want, as written on the cards or explained in the rules. Now we are going to focus on the cards which are going to be used during the combat. So the first thing you can play are these battle cards at the start of the game. So for example, there is a battle card which says, if I had this, no other card can be played this round. So if I play this card at the start of the battle, then no other player can play any other card, and I know the other player is going to have a lot of tavern cards, so he can improve his fighting just beyond the default stats of his ship. He can do that, so I can play this kind of card. Normally how the combat will work is that you are going to look at your crew and cannon stats. So for example, I have 2 in both of them, so if I have 2, I will be rolling that many dice, so 2 dice. The other player, even though they upgraded their cannons, but they still have 2 crew, so they will be rolling 2 dice as well, and then we will be rolling, but my speed is higher, so I will be attacking first. On the dice, it's a normal 6D dice, but only an attack is successful if you get a 5 or a 6. So the more the number of dice, the higher probability you will have on hitting the other player. Otherwise it's a missed shot. So I missed a shot. Before taking these shots, you also have to tell that which section of the ship they are aiming. So let's say now the red player is going to shoot, and they say they are going to shoot my hull. So they are going to roll the dice, and it's 2 hits. So these are instantaneous hits. They destroyed my hull. They cannot shoot any other thing because they targeted my hull. And now based on my hull, if my hull size has reduced, if I have more treasure than the hull, I may have to even drop or throw away my treasure because my hull is leaking now and I don't have enough capacity, and I'm getting a permanent degradation. So as soon as any one of these stats reach below the default value, my ship has been lost, and accordingly I will be sent to the Pirate's Cove. This Pirate's Cove is a special island on this board where no combat can occur, and this island is meant as a peaceful island where ships go for repairs. So instantaneously I will lose here, and the winner player is now going to claim the treasure and the upgrades that he wanted. The player who lost the combat is going to go to Pirate's Cove, and he can again pay to actually get his ship fixed, get some upgrades, get some tavern cards, get some doubloons. Again, the rules are going to be, I'm not going to go into detail of those rules. He's going to get some compensation to restart his journey. You don't start from scratch, and then the game continues in that fashion. Now, the last thing that the players are going to do is go to the pirate island. And again, these central two islands, no combat can occur. If a legendary pirate is here on this island, they can combat the players, but players themselves are never going to fight on this treasure island. What people do on treasure island is they can drop the treasure chest on this, or bury the treasure chest on the treasure island, and for each treasure chest they bury, they are going to gain that much fame. So ideally, what you want to do is have as much treasure chest collected as possible, and then go there one time to do it one time, because you don't want to waste your actions. So you're trying to actually optimize your actions, that how you're going to get the best upgrades, the best treasures, and then go to treasure island to drop them off, because you have a hull capacity limit as well, and you can never carry more treasure than your hull upgrade. And in this way, the game is going to continue until the treasure cards run out, and once that is over, whoever is further down the fame track, that will decide who the most famous pirate was for this era, and that decides the winner. So I hope that you have understood how the game works. The game is all about that unique twist in this one is this hidden action selection, because some players might be trying to fight you because they have got some really good upgrades. There are, even in these tavern cards, there are many upgrades that are going to defend. There are pirates, there are masterwork crafts cards which are going to add much more defense on your ship. And other than your normal upgrades, these tavern cards can give you a lot of hidden or random boost as well, and that adds a level of replayability, because you will be having different paths of victory each time you play this game. If you are, as you can understand, that there are going to be battles in this game, there are going to be confrontations. These legendary pirates, I'm not a fan of them. They are super strong, so you want to avoid them. But if you kill them, there is a lot of good things that are going to happen if you or fame that you're going to gain by defeating this, because you defeated a legendary pirate. The game gives you the essence of what a pirate life is, and that's why this is a fantastic game. The production quality, amazing. The beautiful resin ships have all the details that you want. The board, very highly saturated colors, what you want from a Caribbean island look. Highly saturated, beautiful art. The player boards are flimsy, but in the end, the components that you are going to use on them are worthwhile, because you can easily see what's below the number through these rings rather than a cube or something. And they don't move around that easily. These are big things. So at least the bigger the board, so they don't just move around if you even by mistake push them out. The treasure chests are big chunky cubes, not your standard small size cubes which you are going to put on the treasure island. So overall, it's a very beautiful production. The money coins are a bit small, and I would have preferred if they were a little bit bigger. But overall, a fantastic production. And Days of Wonder games come with always very useful inserts, not like other games whose inserts are practically useless. So everything goes into certain sections, they don't move around, and of course, it turns out to be a beautiful game. This is dice combat. This is going to have fun action selections hidden. What is going to happen, you don't know. But the biggest thing, trying to outthink your opponent, that what are they going to do? And at this time, do I want to avoid them, or do I want to chase after them? That's going to be your decision, and that's where the fun of this game lies. If you're going to like that kind of confrontation, then this game is absolutely a blast. And the more the number of players, it's going to be better. The game by default supports 5 players out of the box, and I hope that gives you a great idea what this game is all about. So if you can find it on the secondary market, I will surely recommend you try it out.